Serafina and I were at a entrepreneurial book club where Stephanie never read the right book. And
Stephanie was terrible at this book club.
I really sucked at book club.
I did
Fabulous. What?
I just had a visual. I just had a
It was a
visual.
lot.
I had a visual.
Proud of it.
Hold on. Let me turn it on.
Oh, yeah, I was like, I probably should check the audio. Yeah, we're on. I was like, wait a minute. Did I check? It's Monday. These are the things that happen on a Monday morning. Good morning, Judith.
Good morning. Yes, I know. My trip over here was quite an experience.
Well,
Only on Cape Cod, a flock of turkeys. And do we call them a flock?
I think gaggle of turkeys.
Gaggle of turkeys and a little bus situation on Great Hill Road.
Welcome. Then she got to my house and it was an extreme obstacle course. How do I get to the front door? Because there's a giant shed blocking her house.
It was a good thing. Even the cat was like, stay away.
Yeah, right. Please, lady, don't go in there. You don't know what you're in for. My 25-year-old is home living with me, and I woke up this morning and everything was on. I don't know where she was at 6 o'clock this morning, but it wasn't here.
Oh my gosh.
But she left everything in her wake.
Well, it's just like a dorm room, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome. We love that, don't we?
Yeah, I've got 2 of those. They're long gone. Paying for somebody else to care for
Teach
them.
me your ways.
Yeah, my ways are coming your way. Trust me.
I know. Well, I'm sad. My little guy ain't so little anymore, and he's got a 17-year-old birthday. I was like, oh my God, you're like a Stevie Nicks song. I've been singing Edge of 17 around here all week, and he's like, Mom, you're so weird.
And what he's really saying is, you're so old.
Yeah. He spares me for most of that. What's up, Ashley? Good morning to you. I've got Judith Getz, the marketing director of Heritage Museum and Gardens, or
Yeah,
is
we
it
can go with that.
a broader director?
It's a broader director. I've got marketing, communications, and sales. That's my
You,
title.
as well as I, know the word slap a director in front of it. It means you are in charge of everything.
Welcome. Yes. Yes. You will learn on the job if you don't know it.
I feel like it's like the mom, the utilitarian tool.
It kind of worked out very nicely for me, I have to say. All things considered.
So jealous.
Considering where we came from.
Right. I opened up the radio show this morning with, this is my friend Judith Getz. We are also part of the Radio Recovery Club.
A lot of people probably aren't even recognizing my voice, truth be told.
Well, because you had this sweet little job in the newsroom where you didn't have to be seen.
That's absolutely 100% true. It was true. And I also had that little box underneath my thing that changed my voice.
Yeah, right.
Little
I would
people
just
do
pitch
that.
it up a little bit so that no one knows who I actually am. Thank you very much. But Judith Getz was forever the news director of WXTK, and dealing with crisis situations, I feel like, is something that is in your repertoire.
Absolutely. I didn't leave it behind either. I did. Well, listen, having small kids certainly helped that entire idea.
We bonded over finding someone to lovingly care for our children in that atmosphere. And thank you very much. Like, you definitely were like, look, I've been there. Here's the card. Just listen to me.
Mine's now 28. It's hard to believe.
Oh my God.
I know. It's
when
hard to
we
believe.
just keep getting younger and you're over here doing marathons.
Yeah, that actually was a wonderful experience. I really enjoyed that.
This is like a regular thing for you.
It is, absolutely. I do it for the Jimmy Fund every year. And truth be told, I started out doing it for my father, who unfortunately died from cancer. And I wanted to do it in his memory, do something for him that kind of reminded me of him every year. So we started out that way. And then I got my little taste of cancer as well.
Wonderful. Survivors
became-
here sitting in front of you.
Yes, absolutely. So
We
it
just
became
wrapped up
more than that for
October,
me.
but yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like it's a situation where we're like, oh, we forget all about that.
No.
No,
No.
she lives with you for a while. I was just rapping with our friend Kat, also part of our Radio Recovery Club and the Big C Club.
Yes.
Not a club you want to be in, but here we are nonetheless.
Well, listen, if I couldn't have better partners, I don't know what they would look like. So
I love it. So we've got Heritage Museum and Gardens Aglow 2025.
yes, excited.
so exciting because you've got a new website. Everything looks so fresh and shiny, and there are so many little pieces. So walk me through this year because I don't even know if there's that many tickets left. I definitely urge you to head to their website immediately and get whatever it is that's available for you because you're going to be left out.
I absolutely, completely agree with you. As a marketing person, I
Right?
have to say it's been a challenge year to year. I hate not having enough tickets for the demand,
Yeah.
but we want to make sure that everybody's experience is incredibly special. Uh, for those of you that might have been there back in, say, 2017, we had a little thing go viral. And it created quite a scene. And we realized just how important it is to make sure that we have the right amount of people there for
Yeah.
the experience. It is a walking tour throughout the entire campus. We decorate it every year with a brand new lighting scheme. So it's, it starts up at the front. And by the way, I want to say a big kudos to our new Welcome Center, the Barbie Family Welcome Center.
It's absolutely beautiful. It really is something where it's like, come, welcome, this is where you go. It's kind of something that really pulled it all together. And I know you worked really hard on getting that to happen.
We absolutely did. And we were really fortunate to have it done on time. Which
That never
sometimes
happens.
is not a thing, but for us it was a thing, and we're really grateful to everybody that participated in that. But the Welcome Center itself encompasses our shop and a ticket area and a welcome center, and most importantly, the bathrooms for a lot of people.
Yeah, right.
And
they're pretty.
And they're pretty, yes, and kind of is a much larger piece of a question that we've been toying with for years, which is, where does your experience really begin? And we're really hoping that it begins the second you step into the parking lot, because we have a lot of touch points as far as that is concerned, not for those that come at night, but during the regular season.
Yeah. What is the influx looking like this year for what is? I really am just so in awe of how you keep it going season to season with the flip and how much work that takes. And it's an incredible team that you have at Heritage.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that, because they deserve all the
so much work
in the world. It's, right now I'd have to lean in heavily on the horticulture group. They are working passionately and long hours to try and get that experience just right for everybody.
I love the addition when you were talking about the new Welcome Center with like the little greenery area where you can like buy potted hydrangeas and all kinds of other stuff. I was like, yeah, plant cuttings. We like this.
Yeah, our hope is to eventually get to the point where we're selling our own plants, which is coming very soon. But we're turning that.
Something Sandwich needs a little boost of in that area too.
Yes, absolutely. And truth be told, it's one of our most popular things coming out of the store right now. That being said, we have a huge array of things. I can't wait to open our shop, which will happen on Saturday the 22nd. We're going to have selected days and nights. And please go to the website, go to that search bar, type in the shop. You'll see the exact hours and the exact days. For those that would prefer to do their shopping during Gardens Aglow, we encourage that, but you do have to have a ticket to park. We have limited parking up there. So we're asking people to only come to the shop if you've got a ticket during that time frame. But we have these other days that will be open. The shop is hollified out. I'm not quite sure exactly how to express that in layman's terms. It's awesome.
That's exciting though. I mean, it was always super cute before, and now it's like an actual thing. Like it's a functioning store. What's up, Melissa? Ashley, congratulations on beating cancer twice. She's an evil thing. She's bouncing back. We're talking about happy things now. We're talking about Christmas, Gardens Aglow, holiday season, and Heritage Museum and Gardens has, I remember one of the best photos I've ever taken with my children was your Santa in the classic cars area.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that.
It was though.
It's still a thing. It's still a thing. And we actually encourage people, if they're interested in experience with Santa, there is Santa VIP, which is a separate ticket. It allows you to spend some time with Santa in the Model T, get your pictures taken, and then enjoy Gardens Aglow at your pace thereafter.
So maybe talk to someone who has never had a chance to get over to Heritage Museums and Gardens. What it is, it's a campus.
It literally is a campus. We, the entire some of the buildings are completely decked out in Christmas. That'll be the Welcome Center this year. It will be the auto gallery for those that haven't had the experience of seeing some of the cars. That entire area will be.
That area has grown, I feel like, because it was just usually that circle thing. And now there's more cars on the other side, or is that just open?
I think that's just your vision.
Oh.
I love it. Let's go with it. Yeah, no, we have an area that is actually where the cars go to rest for the year, for example.
Okay.
They're not on exhibit. So there's kind of two phases, if you will, to the entire experience. But it's kind of one of those looking through the glass window.
Well, yeah, exactly. And I don't remember ever going over to that side where you could look through the glass. So I was like, oh, I didn't even know this was over here. Still discovering new things. And I've been visiting this museum from my entire time I've been on here on Cape Cod.
Well, I appreciate that. You know, one thing that I want to kind of lean into a little bit is just talking about the walk through. And one of the first gardens that you will go through is our Garden of the Senses, the McGraw family Garden of the Senses. And I want to mention one thing that is, a little bit on the sad side, but I wanted to give a little bit of a shout out to Ellen Spear, who was our former CEO. She unfortunately died about a week ago.
Oh.
And it was her idea to create that garden. And she also was the energy behind a couple of things at Heritage that we all now consider staples. And so I just want to give a shout out to Ellen, I guess.
The vision is alive.
Yeah, the vision is alive.
You guys are stewards of some really amazing things, including some brand new exhibits this season for Gardens Aglow. So maybe if you saw it last year, it's going to be different this year.
Yeah. Well, as I said, we are leaning into the new lighting scheme. We also have a brand new light maze that'll be out on the parade field.
A light maze, like a corn maze, but with lights.
Yes.
Okay.
And that'll also be complemented with the polar play space, which many of your listeners might be accustomed to participating in. And the Cape Cod Donut Man will be there.
Delicious.
There will be other food possibilities.
Problematic.
Yes. Problematic. Trust me, working there has its perks.
Well, you walk though. I feel like you get a good walk. Like you've got to walk to your office. You're going to walk anywhere. Once you're there, you're going to walk around.
It's funny.
Good
when
placement.
I first started there, somebody, the guy who's head of HR, no longer there, he sat me down and he said, "We have a fantastic gym program." And I was like, "Oh my God, what gym do you guys have? I can't wait. This is exciting." And he's like, "You're going to be walking to a meeting here. And then you're going to come back. And then you're going to a meeting there." And I was like, oh, okay.
Forced movement throughout work.
Yes. But I'm grateful for it. I never would have been on
it's better than sitting with our rear ends in a seat in a newsroom. Yes. You know what I mean? It is a different life that we're living right now. And I'm excited for it. Hello, Cheryl. Thanks for joining us. Christmas is my favorite. So says Melissa. It definitely is ours, as I am getting ready for our Cape Cod Christmas markets. Much tinier, smaller little thing. Nowhere near what Heritage Museum and Gardens is doing at all. I mean, the amount of work that you guys have put into this thing. And I saw the expanded under the sea.
Yes. So those of you that know the boardwalk that's located in the Garden of the Senses, we've got for those that were here last year for Gardens Aglow, they would have noticed this scene that we've created, which is under the sea. And we're expanding that entire idea.
Very cute.
Yes, we have some people that are really passionate about creating new experiences for people, and they really go all in. And quite frankly, the DIY aspect of some of these pieces, I want to give a shout out in particular to Iris, who's on our horticulture team, and she does those lighted flower bulbs that you see.
People are so creative.
Right?
Like that is just not where my creativity lives. I'm theater of the mind. So
smoke and mirrors.
Exactly. When I see it out in real life, and I'm like, people are just so incredible.
Yeah, no, they've got a lot going on for, creating an experience or an idea for
somebody. Out of flowers.
I know. Well, it's actually out of plastic bottles. I mean, that's what's incredible.
I love that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's sustainable in addition to everything else. So, but when you look at it at night, it really doesn't look that way.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So it's cool.
I love the added addition to what's going on at Heritage Museum and Gardens. We're talking to Judith Getz, the director of all things.
Can you tell my boss that?
Yeah, I will. I'll let her know I've upgraded you. She'll probably just give you more work and less pay. This is what happens. We live on Cape Cod, and this is what happens. So we've talked about under the sea stuff, which is amazing. By the way, Coastal Cheer is in this year. It happens to be the theme of our parade in Mashpee.
Oh, nice.
And we are accepting float signups, I think, until the end of next week. So get your team signed up, get your group signed up, and head over to the Mashpee Chamber of Commerce website. We really appreciate all of our supporters and the lights in the Rotary. We could not do it without you. So thank you very much to everybody who has donated and supported that. That has been an endeavor. And once again, small little thing. I've got a Rotary. You have a campus.
I would never minimize that Rotary. That Rotary sees a lot of people.
So yeah, right. Exactly. Look, kids, it's Big Ben.
Yeah.
Just going around again. Go around.
It's a great experience.
I just love the holidays around the Cape.
I do too, actually. One thing that we've talked about frequently, but we haven't actually committed to yet is the cookies.
Yes.
It's been for those of you that are bakers out there, that is a passion of mine.
Can we talk about your Italian cookies? Because I have been trying for years and years to get Judith to come over and do this cookie experience. And I think this year, with the help of Mashpee TV, we could actually capture some of it.
Oh.
We'll keep some of it off the table because you don't need to know all of the dirty details of the stuff we talk about because it's ridiculous. We get on tangents sometimes that take hours. But you are a master creator of Italian cookies. Where did this come from?
Well, it came from an idea. It goes way back to my radio days, truly.
Yeah.
And I had a friend that was going through something that was quite serious, and it was during the holiday time. And we weren't that close at that point. And I thought, I would like to do something for her. So I started creating these boxes that it was kind of like a Secret Santa idea.
Yeah.
And I would pick this kind of has been going on for years now, but I would pick one person that's had a really hard year and that they wouldn't expect anything from me. And I would send them a box of cookies and like candy and things of that nature. And because of my marketing background, I kind of got into the flair part of it as well.
Got to make it look good.
Got to make it look good, right? Yeah. And so it turned into an entire thing. And from year to year, I picked different cookies. Some are staples, but others are brand new creations, if you will. And things that my kid would enjoy.
And you also vacation in Italy.
I do. I
yearly.
love Italy. Italy is near and dear to my heart. Actually, I'm going to give a shout out to another country today and just say congratulations to Ireland.
She's got her Irish socks on today.
I got my Irish socks on. I'm so happy for them. For those of you that don't know, as far as world soccer is concerned, they beat Hungary yesterday 4-3. That will allow them into the wild card.
Knockabout's been playing the Premier League every single Sunday over at the brewery proper. So we have been following a little bit more soccer than I used to. I also last year traveled with my kids for my daughter's graduation present to Europe, and we walked right into the World Cup, and it was psychotic.
Yes.
Absolutely psychotic. Germany was like lit up. They were so excited.
Listen, my family, it's an entire thing, and none of us agree on the same team.
That's fun.
I know. My family, well, I'd have to say my mother and daughter are Italy. My son is Germany. I've always been Brazil. Goes way back to when I was a child.
Portugal is my heart. My dad played professional soccer. So
you get me.
I do.
I go back to Pele. I don't know what to say.
It just is. Even when it's good, bad, or ugly, this is our team. This is what we do.
It's a whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember one year when it was Brazil and it was Germany, and my son turned around, and when Germany won that year, he turned around and he decked out my bathroom in the pictures of the German team. So when I woke up in the morning, that's what greeted me. And then the rest of the day, he had messed with my phone in such a way that all my ringtones were the German national anthem.
I'm fine.
It was such an embarrassment because I didn't know how to change it back with ease. So,
well, Nicholas is continuing on in that fashion of being too smart for us anymore.
He's enjoying life right now. Yes. But yeah, no, I love Italy. I love all things Italian. It's
but those cookies, they're like what Nona makes. They're delicious.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
For sure.
Maybe this year will be the year, but I don't know what we talk about if we actually did it. So
I'm just so many things. I'll write the program, Judith. You just show up and make the cookies.
That sounds perfect.
Right. Dan, good morning. Don, Mr. Blackwell, thanks for joining us on the show. He was like my teacher. Hi, Kathy. How are you? Thanks for joining us. Hey, if anybody needs to carry your bags and chauffeur her around, I'm available to take her on vacation. There you go. You got extras.
I haven't heard that before.
Allison, hello
That's
and good
pretty
morning.
awesome.
Judith Getz is visiting us here from Heritage Museums and Gardens, and we're talking all things Gardens Aglow this morning, our prior lives in radio.
Our prior lives. My God, it makes it sound like it was forever ago. I actually was a little intimidated having to get behind the mic.
What?
I know. It's shocking. Although when I sat down and I saw the cans sitting
Do
here,
I
was
have to
like,
do that?
Whoa, yes.
Right.
I was like, this is like a whole thing.
That's too much.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, you don't have to because you know how to use a microphone. Most of the people I have on here are sometimes like Talladega Nights. Or they're talking to me. I'm like, put your headphones
face
on.
right there. Yes.
Put your headphones on so you can hear it for yourself.
I know. I added an extra layer actually when I went to TV, which was a smile. They
Oh,
hear the
right?
smile.
Or
Yes.
which camera do I look at? That's always a fun one.
Yes.
That's
Yeah,
a new
that's a good
one.
one. Yeah.
I'm working on that over at Mashpee TV. Thank you to our friends at Chris Ball over at Mashpee TV. We're working on the actual production of our parade this year.
Oh,
Now,
that's
normally
awesome.
we televise the parade and it's live and it's not, it's JT dancing and smiling and hooing and hawing. But we're actually trying to add some like production level quality to this,
Holy
where it's like a
cow.
Macy's sort of, do you know this float has this many bulbs and
No
this and that and the
way.
other thing. So yeah, we've got like fly packs now.
What
And
is a
some
fly
other
pack,
so
for
like
those
so
who
you
don't
can
know?
move when you're on the air. It's not just a sedentary shot.
Oh.
So yeah,
So you're going to be wearing a camera right here?
that'll be Cliff. Babe, go out and get some crowd stuff. It's like a GoPro.
We need the MOS right now. Yes.
What's up, Miss Emily? Thanks for joining us. When are you coming? Are you coming back to work this week? Do you work here anymore? What are you? She's been on maternity leave for 100 years. 100 years.
Hey, cherish that time.
Oh, I know.
Sooner or later,
Trust
you're going
me,
to be
that's
us.
I've been trying to leave her alone because no one ever left us alone when we were on maternity leave.
No, Nick was here, Isabella was here, and I was here.
I birthed Lillian and I was at the studio the next day.
Yes.
Carol was the one with the secretary. Leave her. I got her. Leave her. I gave her some pretzels. I said, Carol, she's 2 days old.
I remember giving birth the day after being on the air. And I remember one of the guys that we worked with, this is going way back, called me up. He's like, well, you set a brand new standard for sick leave.
Right? I don't want to hear it. Stuff is going on in the world and we got to cover it.
That's right.
There was one whole wing when we were up that where XTK was, where they
Yes.
moved it, used to be the kids wing. There was like playpens and
Yes.
all of the bosses were raising their children in there.
Yeah, I felt it. Actually, Matt Pitt, if you're listening to this, I really apologize for what you walked into when you walked in and took over.
Sorry, sir.
Yeah, he ended up having my drawer. Remember the top one
Yeah.
on that thing? And I remember when he opened it, he was like, no.
It's fine. You guys continued on winning your Edward R. Murrow Awards and whatever else you did in that room.
Hey, Matt and I had a great time.
There
We
was a
were
lot of
freaking
magic
friends.
in that
There
room.
was. There was. We had
It was a good time.
Yes,
I
it
know,
was. And
when
the
people
were
work.
right.
We can leave it at people.
Yes, the people, both good and sometimes unusual.
Awful. So many
Unique.
awful people.
Look at us falling right back into it.
We can't help it.
Diplomatic words. and
I know.
all.
Seriously, though. Yeah, there are no people in radio anymore. It's kind of sad. And we go in there, it's a ghost town. I was like, hello. I did recently with Marty Burmell, one of the Spectrums.
Oh no!
And
Kidding.
Can we talk about the fact that you created this program?
Well, thank you for acknowledging that.
Judith
was-
created this program.
Yeah, I actually did.
So, like,
I
honestly,
appreciate that immensely.
somebody needs, where is credit? I'm one of those people. I was like, give people credit.
It was created with one idea in mind, that there are a lot of people in our community that don't have a voice.
Yeah.
And that's what I wanted the show to be about. People who don't have a voice. And so we would bring people on. And I remember during that period, this is going way back again, not to mention years, but a little while ago. And we had a problem with not being able to bring in teachers for a lot of the jobs, especially in Barnstable County. So I had a hard time trying to get the superintendent to come on. I was like, let's talk about this. I'm pretty sure there are people who want to hear exactly why they would want a job like this.
Yeah.
And so he finally agreed. I was a little on the passionate side about his doing this. And I remember running into him like maybe 2 years later. And he's like, I got to tell you something. He said, I got teachers from that entire experience. He said one of them was actually walking the beach and heard the program and said, I want to be part of that.
See, when you're actually making a difference.
Yes.
Sometimes when we sit in our little cubicles in our little offices and we interact with people in a non-everyday life situation, you forget that you're actually being impactful.
Truly.
And I love that. This is part of the creation of this show. That was the inspiration for this, connecting with people where they are, doing what they're doing in my basement during COVID. We've now grown up. We do have an actual studio, but I mean, I can just pop up at your business and talk to you about what's going on.
Yeah.
We're planning one for Belonging Together books over at the Cordiali coming up in just a little bit with Alexis Charles, which I'm pumped about. You know, it's fun meeting people where they are, talking about what's going on. It's doing real new stuffs. And people aren't doing that anymore.
No, I've kind of actually, now that you mention, I kind of notice it because the radio background never leaves the girl.
Never.
You know?
No.
And so you do look for those touch points of seeing connections and seeing events and seeing exactly how community is being built.
Yeah.
And time to time, you don't see it, unfortunately.
And silly me have taken on another job of being the director of all things over at the Mashpee Chamber. So,
well, listen, those are important community connections.
They are, though. You know, when you start building these blocks, you don't really know what the house is going to look like. I really wish I had an architect, but
coming soon. I'm sure this program. Aren't there any architects out there who want to work with Stephanie?
I know. See, please come aboard. We need some help. Everyone's wanted and needed. So we're talking to Judith, and I'm just so thankful, and I'm finally glad to give you credit for Spectrum because that needs to happen. But yeah, I went in that room and there was nobody in there. It just made me so sad. I'm like, hello, anybody?
Oh, some of those interviews can be tough too.
Yes,
you know, like really, really tough. And I've got one that just like immediately sprung to mind, and it was I forget the name of the summer camp. Maybe somebody in your audience remembers. There was a summer camp that would come here, and it was for children of families that had cancer going on. So if a sibling, for example, had cancer, they were invited to the camp so they could spend a little bit of time just being kids again. And I remember this child wanting to come on the show with her parents to highlight the camp and all the good deeds that they did. And she started to cry. And I just remember sitting next to her and crying with her.
Ugh.
And I mean, I don't even know how I got through it. As you know, I had had a death that was close by.
Right.
And, but you know, I was so happy to kind of, in the end, it's one of the things that stuck with me all these years later is the impact that not only had on me, but hopefully it had on the listeners too.
Yeah. These moments that we get to collect, and we're woven into the parts of people's memories. As I talk about it all the time. Like it's really those weird memories that you have that are the actual important parts of life sometimes.
Yes.
When you get caught up in stuff. And this is what I think of when I think of heritage museums and gardens. It's these little memories that you're going to be making with your family, with your friends, with your loved ones. And they really, my kids remember vividly walking through and the Santa experience and all of, they're like, where is that big thing? I was like, Heritage Museum and Gardens. It was, but I thought that was that. I was like, it's another area in Heritage Museums and Gardens.
Can I throw one out that has, for the, late summer and fall part of Heritage this past year, the carousel, for those that were coming to the carousel, we're having a little bit of a different experience. And I just want to say the carousel is 1,000% going to be open and available.
This has been the conversation on social media.
I know.
Is it?
Right?
Is it? Isn't it?
Yes, it's going to be a little bit different, as in you will not be able to go up and down. You will be going round and round.
Okay. Okay, that's fine.
But for spring season, hopefully we will have the other part completely adjusted and fixed to its most awesome point. But yes, the carousel will be open. It's making news right here on Lemonadia.
I'm very excited. They're antiques, okay?
Yes, they're actually part of our collection. For those of you that did not know that, it's actually part of the collection.
I just saw some miserable woman on social media because that's where I read into the way that they write things sometimes as miserable. And she probably isn't. She's probably a lovely human being, but she sounded very miserable on social media. And you can't detect tone when you're texting and typing.
Oh,
So
could you say that again? Because I think there are some people that might need to hear that as we go into the holidays.
just a reminder, that's not the tone and intonation you're hearing it as someone might be delivering it. Pack your patience. So yeah, I read it and I was just like, this miserable woman doesn't even know. These are antiques. It takes a long time to get these things worked on and fixed. And they can't just magic up a chef to come and fix these things.
Yeah, no, they're actual specialized groups, and very, very few of them that attend to this kind of thing. I forget the name of, I think it's a shaft. It's the actual implement that comes down and attaches to the horse to make the.
Well, we're losing our crafters and artisans to AI, to
1000%.
everything, and no one's putting
1000%.
any work into it. Look at Joe Jajora, our friend who's a radio engineer. He'll have a job forever. He's the only one left.
Yes. Well, it was duck and, gum and whatever else, but it made the world go round.
But there are parts right now for our current radio stations that are functioning right now that are needing to be 3D printed at this point because
1000%.
they do not make them anymore. This is what we're getting into when we're developing new technologies. We're leaving old stuff behind, but the old stuff that is actually functioning is breaking down.
Yes. No, absolutely. And I think this is I'm not going to get into the logistics because quite frankly, it's not my department.
Right? It's not my purview.
It's not for me to say, but I will say that it is going to be functioning and it absolutely will be able to be a continued tradition of your family holiday.
I'm really excited about that because that has been a question that has been answered here on the show.
Yes.
Carousels are happening
right here. We'll have to send this to a couple of newspapers.
Yay.
You've heard it here first.
Good. I'm really excited.
For those that are interested in Gardens Aglow tickets this year, I want to go ahead and give that website. It's heritagemuseumsandgardens.org. And I would, as Stephanie had concurred, I definitely would encourage you to go today, tomorrow, the next couple of days. There are tickets available right now. I'm not sure. I did not get the count immediately this morning, but they are going very quickly.
What good are you, Judith?
I know. I said, I'm busy today. Don't send it to me. Das ist verboten. But it came full on. I get those reports every day, and there are a lot of tickets being purchased, and we're excited to be able to share what we've got going on the campus this summer.
I know, because you're so used to it.
I am, but I am actually excited about Christmas.
Well, because there's more to it.
General terms.
Yeah,
absolutely. Have you noticed this? Maybe some of your listeners have noticed this. I go into stores and you go from Halloween right on to Christmas. What happened to Thanksgiving? There's like no Thanksgiving napkins. There's no Thanksgiving
Where's
plates.
the turkeys?
Where are the turkeys?
They're all on the road blocking Judith from getting here on time.
That was a thing today. Yes, it was a thing. I shudder to even say it to friends that don't live in the area because I'm just like, you sound like you're.
My girlfriend visited from Charleston and she was like, what is happening here? I was like, oh, the turkeys. That's regular. That's a normal thing.
No, it's a full on traffic jam right there on Great Hill Road. And they had a program and an idea of exactly how long it was going to take me while I observed every one of them move across the road.
Good morning, Miss Trish. We're talking to Judith Katz from Heritage Museums and Gardens about their offerings this year. Yes, there is going to be a carousel. Yes, there is going to be activities. Yes, you do need to get your tickets. And I just dropped the website in the, actually, I'll just put the banner out so that you can still see it. And also Avant Glow.
Yes, let's absolutely talk about Avant Glow. It's a new program offering. It's being happening. Listen to me. I've obviously early morning for me.
We're not used to full hours. We get breaks and bits, right?
She knows this about me, but I don't drink caffeine. I'm like literally allergic to caffeine. So I'm having a rough morning. December 26th and 27th between 3:30 and 5. It is a special pre-event experience in the Auto Gallery. And you can enjoy special exclusive access to a private lodge-inspired room.
I want to check it out.
Mulled wine, festive mocktails, spiked cider, and a Cecil charcuterie. Did I pronounce that properly?
You did good.
Charcuterie board. So Anyway, ticket holders will then have access to Gardens Aglow thereafter. So it's kind of a fun little thing. Go and nosh and enjoy,
Yeah.
a little bit of an experience, and then, walk the gardens after Christmas. So all the stress.
This is what I want for my birthday. I'm just saying I would like all of my friends to go do Avant Glow because my birthday is the day after Christmas.
Oof.
Nothing good ever happens.
Seriously?
Oh, it's the worst
How
birthday
did
ever.
I not know that?
It's like all the fun is done. Bye. I'm like, but me.
I got you a gift. What more do you want?
She made me a whole activity. Thank you.
You're very welcome. I had no idea. Wow. Well,
So-
yes, it's Stephanie's Avant Glow
Thank you.
program.
And that's all that's missing from this program.
Yes.
It's really my name. So
And all of you to celebrate with Stephanie.
if we could
Yes.
cook that up, that would be great. But no, seriously, if you've got people that are visiting in town, I found like, what else are you going to do? It's usually the biggest return day of the year, Boxing Day, St. Stephen's Day.
Yes, all of that.
Start and grab your tickets to Avant Glow because what else are you going to do with the people that have stuck around your home and have outworn their welcome like old shoes? Take them outside.
Maybe
them
talk
off.
about all those topics that came up at the Thanksgiving table that you didn't want to talk about. 26 and 27. No,
So fun. Good times.
no, this is a nice break from all of that activity.
Yeah.
It'll allow you to get outside, take a walk, enjoy some wonderful food.
Well, and also for our seasonal workers, quite frankly, that don't get a chance to partake in all of the magic that's
Yes.
going on.
Mhm.
Sometimes you're the afterthought. That's like, I would have liked to have seen that, but I was working. Maybe you're not working anymore. So
Yeah,
this
no, I
might be
think that's a great idea.
a space for you to jump into. So check out Avant Glow. I think tickets are still available for that one, but they're going to go fast, especially when you've got charcuterie and mulled wine.
Yes,
I mean,
and it's a separate ticket if memory serves me correctly, but all that information will be on the website, and of course, you've got that up on the
yeah, perfect.
on the screen.
What else?
I want to throw out some dates for our shop. For those of you that don't know, we do have a shop. It is part of our brand new Barbie Family Welcome Center, which we're excited. For those of you that haven't been to not Gardens Aglow, gosh, I'm really struggling.
Hey,
For those of you that haven't been to Heritage this year, it is our new welcome. I don't want to we don't really have a name for it yet as far as pavilion. Plaza.
I know, right? What's a good word for it? Because it's not just one center, it's like a whole area.
The Italy in me says it's a plaza.
Yeah,
but,
I like it.
For everybody else, you might describe it differently. We do have a shop that is right up there in front. We have a ticket area. We have a visitor center. All these will be decked out in Gardens Aglow Fair. The shop in particular is something that I manage. I absolutely love that shop. I love the people that work there. It would not be what it is without all
She
of them.
talks about it like it's one of her children.
I love them.
Like, the babies, would you like to see a photo?
Well, one of the things I'm going to point out is that I kind of struggled with it initially because I wanted to soften it a little bit and make it a little bit on the vining side.
Yeah.
So one of my teammates, we were kind of exploring. I had this idea of I wanted to paint it. And so she went on Instagram and she found the most wonderful woman. Her name is Lauren. And Lauren is coming to paint today and tomorrow to do outside designs on the windows.
Beautiful.
It's going to be beautiful. We're super excited to have that. She did it prior to our Halloween event. I was super grateful for the work and it is spectacular. And you can go on Instagram and kind of see what she does. It's if you've got a shop, I don't want you taking my space.
You're right.
Yeah.
I love it.
But by all means, look at her work because it's really kind of fun and she's local. So the shop will be open this year, November 22 and 23 from 11 to 4. November 25 from 11 to 3, November 28th through 30th, 11 through 3, and December 6 and 7, 11 to 3. I do want to mention that if you plan to shop during Gardens Aglow, it's no problem. We're going to be open that entire time. But if you do not have tickets to Gardens Aglow, the shop cannot be accessed.
We're still on the air, by the way. It's just the camera has decided it's just not going to work.
Oh, okay. No, that sounds fine. I was like, okay, this is one way to shuffle me out the door. Okay, your time is up.
Of course, we're having technical difficulties this morning, and now I can't even go back to my other camera, which is bizarre. All right. Well, Judith and I are going to leave. Get your tickets. The website is still up, as you can see.
Yes, please do. And please know that it's going to be a wonderful experience. I'm getting a taste of it next week. They're working on the train, which is something but all of the elements that you're accustomed to seeing and more, all that information is available on the website. And if it's a family tradition or if it's something new you want to experience, either way, please go to the website and take care of your tickets now.
Judith Getz, thank you so much for your time this morning. And thank you for all the experiences that you experienced on the way over here to get here.
Listen, I would have missed it. My old radio buddy, I would not have missed it.
Oh my
Not
God,
for the
it's
world.
fabulous.
Thank you.
Have a great day, everybody. And we'll talk to you soon. I don't know what's going on with the cameras, but we'll talk to you later.